Right, so hi everyone. Oh my god, that daisy pillow is actually really comfy, by the way, so I'm just going to sit back and chill. So, welcome. If you're new, my name's Claire. This channel is about empowering you on your twin flame journey, your inner divine feminine, your inner divine masculine, whatever's going on in the twin flame journey. So everything I do is channeling, clearing and healing energy. The channeling bit means that whatever I say is going to be part of it, the manner that I say it in. I'm also quite rare in the fact that it's involuntary movement. So like sometimes I'll just get drawn to like, cut the that sounds really weird, doesn't it? But I'll just cut the deck like randomly, like look, I'll do it now and this will be relevant to it. What if you don't accept me for who I really am? That was actually the theme on the last one, so that's a collective theme. And you're very intimidating. That was on the last one too. So there is always a bit of a collective theme. I've noticed, whether I'm doing like collective readings, like a few in a row, like today, um, or personal sessions. So I'll see. There might be themes with. I've got a session in about 45 minutes from now, so I'm at least trying to squeeze in this one. If I'd timed it better, I could have actually done two. I think I've got time, right? This was really loud. I'm going to put it behind me so it's muffled. Let's put it at 30 minutes, right? And then I'm going to put it behind me because I'll hear it, but you won't hear it. But it was so, you'll still hear it. It was really loud, like deafening. So it's just I've got time blindness. So, and I sometimes even ignore it. And when I'm burping or hiccuping, that's when I'm clearing energy. So, but quite a bit of heavy energy. Do you know what I was thinking too? Right, I was like, life's weird, isn't it? Like, you know what I mean? Like, one minute you're changing shitty nappies and working in a children's cancer ward, and the next minute you're talking about sex addictions on YouTube. I mean, what's that's the life of a North Node in Gemini in 8th house. It's also the life of a shaman. And remember, the 8th house is secrets, but it's everything to do with healing, transformational healing, shamanic healing, priest like. I'm always keeping people's secrets or bringing out people's secrets when I'm doing general stuff. So it depends which way you look at it. Do you know what I mean? We don't know whose secrets they actually are, but all jokes aside, anything to do with sexual attachments, anything to do with tantra, because look, I'm not kidding. Look, what's the card on the top? Tantric delight. We'll see if it comes out. That's basically the journey that a lot of twin flames can go on. Divine feminines and divine masculines, particularly divine masculines, regardless of your gender, though not all. I have to stress not all, but you get really pulled into the shadow quite a bit there because it's like investigation. But I mean, kind of a weird way to put it, isn't it? But and it's like I said, I'm a sexual healer, so and that doesn't mean it's anything weird. It's basically that I can clear trauma, sexual trauma, but any kind of trauma because it's held at the womb space. Obviously, men, it's at your sacral, and that makes way for miracles when you let go of all that pain that you're holding at the womb. Free, ascended masters, like Jesus and Mary Magdalene energies that I hold these codes all the time. I did think I was going to have to use them, so I'll just put them here in case I forget. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's just stuff that needs to be spoken about. So all I'm saying is it doesn't really surprise me that has come up there. With the energies the way that it is in my chart, it's because it's like that's when, like I say, that's like when, the tantric sort of guides that like to come in and channel through me that this is when they're going to do it. So, and it's not, that's what I mean, because I am unique in a lot of ways, but we all are. But again, it's Aquarius moon, so I'm going to talk about being unique. But it's kind of like, yeah, one minute I'm going to be having a bit of a laugh and a joke and tongue in cheek talking about sex. Next minute I'm going to be very serious talking about sacred sex and twin flame union and everything. And but there is the two elements. Like usually it's like somebody has experienced the kind of shadow side of sex, which can be like 441, 144, like just basically either nothing to write home about, flinging your body about drunk kind of sex, or other kind of sex, or like just so it's yeah, I mean, everybody's had different kinds of experiences, and that's why I said something to be ashamed of, you know, whether you're a woman or a man, divine femme, divine masculine. If you need support with that, because, you know, especially if it is an addiction, you know, reach out, because it's all going to be confidential. If you don't want me to even talk about it anonymously, like, oh, I just had a session where I was helping someone, I said, I won't. You know, just say to me, like, you know, just say to me, like, you know, please, I'm so paranoid, don't even mention, because I know what you mean, you know what I mean? Like, it's, like, whenever I talk about it generally, it's always like I've said to somebody, would it be okay if I mention this even anonymously, or I've got a good kind of feel into it? Because at the end of the day, anyway, even if I do, like, nobody, you know what I mean? Nobody knows. As long as you don't say, oh yeah, that was me that was working with Claire yesterday, nobody's going to know, you know? You know, I keep saying you know, so maybe you know about something. Right, what's the overall theme? I feel like I want to, because I'm going to do my own spread. What is the overall theme of this? Universal love. And I feel that's what we're saying. It's about unconditional love. It's about the crown chakra. It's about these divine masculines. And again, remember what it says, I channel past, present, future. I didn't actually do my normal intro, but whatever. If you're new, you can watch what I say the rest of all the other ones. Because like I said, I'm in a hurry. I've got a client. I'm not in a hurry, but you know what I mean? Like, I want this to be about 25, 30 minutes. Because I usually do like 90 minutes, but I've not got that amount of time. Basically, yeah, the divine masculines are coming online at the crown chakra, but like what I said, because I read past, present, future, this could be like roughly 3 months from now. It could also be 6 months from now. It could be 3 weeks from now. It could be 3 days from now. Do you know what I'm saying? So you could have already went through this. It's fucking annoying, but that's how it works. Crown chakra, and they're like, we said what we said. So yeah, it is about divine masculines coming online at the crown chakra and going through a huge transition. Look, that's about sex, alchemy. The frequency of transition supports our deep understanding of ever-changing nature, existence in our lives, so that we can learn to let go, surrender the process, and allow transition to occur with ease and grace. But I feel that is about the Kundalini awakening. So it feels like basically there's a huge purge going on of any kind of sexual traumas, any kind of like sexual attachments, like just like sweat lodge kind of stuff. So if anyone has been around anyone where they're like, I just, ew, you know, like, I don't know why I done that. That could be really, like I just want to clear. Like, say you've got out, you've got drunk, you've had a fucking one night stand that you regret or something, for whatever reason. It doesn't need to be something personal to the person. I mean, it could be, but it's whatever it is. You're like, I just fucking wish I never done that. It's about, you know, you might want to just purge your energy. Yeah, so another one, I can't remember. I mean, I'm sure I've heard that, or it's like maybe they've said it to me, but it's like I really do feel, and it makes sense to me. I mean, it's fucking expensive, but I feel when a lot of these twin flame unions come in, I wouldn't be surprised if it's like, you know, you feel completely compelled to like get a new bed or something, so that it's like literally just the two of you have been in this bed, because you know, if you, like I said, that's an expensive thing to do, but it's like basically, like, you know, smudge it, you know, get the sage out and clear and cleanse your bed and everything. But it just depends, because like if you've basically, I think they're saying that because like say you were in like a long-term karmic relationship or a long-term marriage, or you were single and you've had some kind of sexual experience that you'd rather forget, you know, whatever it is, blah blah blah. Every time you see that bed, you might think about, you know, you might think about other people, like, and I don't mean in that way, I mean like bad traumatizing memories, like what, right, so they're giving me an example of, so this, unfortunately, this must be the case, like I said, it is to do with the planets in my 8th house. I'm going to pick up on, like I said, taboo topics, so it's going to be stuff to do with sex, but again, I'm not talking about all the time, but it does come in quite a lot because my North Node's there. It's like, I feel it is that, you know, it's like memories people would rather forget, where somebody spoke to them like shit, like, it doesn't even need to be anything to do about sex, but it's just kind of like, just in the bedroom itself. Like, I mean, that's why, you know, a lot of people feel they need to actually move house. Like, even if it's your house and you break up with somebody and they move out, and then say twin flames get together, I don't think it'd be uncommon that you'd be like, you can't live together. I've known people in the past, you know, where it's like, you try to have a relationship with a new person in the same house that you had a relationship with someone else, cause a lot of issues if you don't clear the energy properly. Like, I used to do that actually for people around me, like, because I had a lot of people that were very open to, you know, to it. Like, I would bring the sage round and they'd be quite open to it, because it's very real. You can feel the difference afterwards. So, and again, I do house cleaning. online and offline. So I love doing it. That's actually something I'm very good at. You know, it's like one of my right up there specialities. It's just it's not often requested. So, right, enough chatting. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. Proverbs 3:5. So the 3rd of May could be significant, or the 5th of March. So there's something that you need to trust in God confidence. So, you know, you don't know how this is all going to work out. You could be really worried about this, divine feminine or divine masculine. But, you know, you don't need to lean on, you know, your own understanding. Like, you know, trust in God. In the world you will have tribulation, but be of good cheer. I have overcome the world. John 16:33. So any of these names could be significant as well, or I think it was just John there, wasn't it? So let's get the Mary Magdalene message. I'm kind of doing my spread. I'm doing it all in a different order. Oh, not this one yet. Blessed be. And oh yeah, look, incoming messages. So, and this is what I've pulled through in one of the timeless shorts, so I don't feel they're so timeless, unless, you know, like I said, this could, some of it could be real time, some of it's not, we never know. But 12, so the 12th of July could be significant there, so that's about halfway, yeah, that's about just after the new moon Cancer, which is on the 5th. And I've just opened the book at Yeshua. So reverence for life and the power of love will activate the divine blueprint within you, making you capable of working wonders. So I feel there's miracles coming about, and whoever this is going to resonate with, a whole load of people, not everyone though. Incoming messages. Small can be powerful. Don't overlook or dismiss something because of the size or humble appearance of the messenger. The information you receive could be highly significant to you and benefit the people around you. I'm just going to scroll past. There's something about Rosslyn though. Rosslyn Chapel specifically. Oh, I'm going to have to read it because this is where I prayed for our twin flame unions. I actually want to say twin flame sacred unions there, you know, because they are sacred. I'm like, Holy Grail sacred unions. I prayed for our unions on the solstice this time last year. I didn't go there this year, but I went there last year because I was really called to. And I said when I was there, it was kind of interesting because there was lots of other people that sort of been called by that kind of sisterhood of the rose, Mary Magdalene energy. And we were all just, there wasn't loads of people. I would say there was about 6 people. So that's, if you think about it, that's really not a lot. But there was 2 women I spoke to when I was in the wee chapel. And we just spoke to each other like we knew each other. Weird. And then there was another woman I spoke to outside. She spoke to me like she knew me, and it was quite mystical. And at one point I thought, I wonder if any of these women are actually following me on here. Do you know what I mean? Which, like, it's not that impossible, is it? It's kind of, like, especially not now, but back then, you know, the channel wasn't, I don't know how many we were at. A few hundred, but I don't know. But I don't think it was that. I feel it was the past life connection thing, like, you know what I mean? Mary Magdalene was fucking weird though, but, because I'm very quiet and awkward, you see, when I'm on my own, out and about like that, you know, it took quite a lot for me to, that's kind of weird actually, that's really strange. I was wearing this dress, which I don't wear a lot, I only wear it when it's hot. But yeah, it was really quite chill. You know, that's a really unusual thing for me to do on my own. I've never done that actually. I've just thought about it. That was a really brave thing for me to do. But it was nice, you know. But I basically, it was because I'd done it for us. I love you all that much. But like I said, I prayed for all of the unions that were currently subscribed, and it was like, you know, because it's past, present, future, and so anybody that subscribed to future, it was like I was putting those prayers out there. So, you know, because it's a year on, a lot of these could be manifesting now, and this is the power of knowing that time is an illusion and believing and having faith. That's what all these scriptures are really talk about. One of the pinnacles of the roof of Rosslyn Chapel has a medieval carved stone flower with access for bees to create a hive. It was built to shelter these small messengers of God. And by the way, Gemini is a messenger of God. And remember, I was just talking about my North Node in Gemini. North Node's your destiny. And I've been on my destined path for quite some time. It was built to shelter these small messengers of God, where men had no access to the hive. The honey, and that's kind of like being cloaked, you know, by God until it's time. The honey would run down the interior wall of the left-hand side of the Rosslyn Chapel like a libation to Mary. In ancient Egypt, it was said that the honeybees were created from the sun god's tears. They believed the bee could traverse the heavens and the underworld to bring back information. So that's so, I've never heard that before, but that's so interesting because that is definitely very similar to my North Node energy too, because it's in the Scorpio, because it's in the 8th house, you know, and just my Scorpio energy in general. That's why can clearly see and allow you to clearly see on your journey the more you get the codes to unlock the awareness. The Celts also considered bees to be messengers between the worlds. The bee is one of the oldest symbols of Aphrodite, the goddess of love. I was also told by another astrologer once that I am like Aphrodite in human form, probably why I'm here to unite the twins. Although Aphrodite can get a bit of a bad rap too, but see, that's like Mary Magdalene too, so there's always, you know, there's always different light and shadow stories about all these archetypes, and it's just the archetype. I'm not the Mary Magdalene or the well, as far as I'm aware, there's lots of synchronicities that say otherwise, but no, I'm only joking, because it's like, that makes me cringe when you get some people are like, I am the Isis incarnated, or I am the Mary Magdalene. It's like we're all tapping into the archetype of it, but granted, some of us can have really scary synchronicities. Like I said, on a lot of these cards, I actually look like the Mary Magdalene. Right. The French used the bee to denote royalty. The Merovingians, I can't say that, used the bee symbol to show their connection. The oldest of French royalty, imbued with the bloodline of Yeshua and Mary Magdalene, descended from the royal house of David. The bee hive is a matriarchal society. Perhaps they used the symbol to honour Mary Magdalene and Sarah, where the bloodline has originated and where it continued. We can learn to like bees who gather pollen for themselves and their hive while doing good in the world. They pollinate plants to sustain nature and our environment, creating harmony and abundance. Blessed be. So basically, though, I really do feel there is divine. I'm getting sick of saying this. It's been coming through the last few weeks, but divine inheritance is coming in a big, big way for the unions that come in. Like, you know, whenever unions come in, there's divine inheritance coming in, like almost instantly. It feels like, or the ideas come flooding in. You know, the brainstorming. As soon as you come into union, and it's to do with what you're here to do in the world, you know, it's not just about all the love and sex and magic. Right, okay, so on that note, in the past, so, we're going to these cards. What was something in the past on the feminine side? Now, these are, like I said, they're Russian roulette, because it's got ones that are like very romantical, and it's got ones that are like, look like spell work and stuff like that. They're probably like, they're one of my few decks that are the closest to things like that, because I just don't really want to have cards like that. Do you mean, like, even I really was weighing up like whether to get those more brutal ones that I've been using recently. I'm so sensitive, do you know what I mean? But I mean, let's face it, I do pick up on this stuff fairly often, so I may as well have the cards, but I'm not going to use them. Like I said, that's quite funny. I said I wasn't going to use them in personal sessions, but I actually did on the last session that I was in. But it's only because I knew the person could take it. Do you know what I mean? And it was just very relevant to the stuff we were talking about. And actually, it was scarily on point. So it was like, I almost feel like I kind of maybe even got those cards just for that session. But also to use for the collective. But the timing was, they always guide me to get it at the right time. But anyway, in the past for the feminine. Oh, yeah, look, so in the... Sorry, I've just thought of the funniest synchronicity. Right, so, in the past, you know, like, you know, there was some element of trust between you and your twin. It's a symbol of the moon too, so I feel it was like a very secret relationship, Mary Magdalene and Jesus. There was a lot of love there, because the Libra symbol's there too, you know, a lot of love, peace and harmony. Like I said, a lot of trust, because look at this picture here. So it's, you know, they're in the bath, so you could have been really quite intimate. You could have even done something like this, like, you know, bathed together or showered together or something like that. But it's like something like that. Right, okay, so the masculine, sorry, I'm just laughing at a synchronicity. I'm just laughing at something I was talking about with someone there. Like, that is the fucking weirdest synchronicity. You just have to wonder what I'm talking about. But it was like, you know, I was, yeah, just talking about, like, you know, well, yeah, I was laughing about, someone was telling a story, and I was laughing about that, like, in one of my old houses, like years and years and years ago, in my mum and dad's room, there was just a random shower, and it was because they started building, apparently the previous neighbours started building an ensuite, I'd imagine, and then they just stopped. So it was this big massive room that almost looked like a living room, had the bed, the, you know, the wardrobe and the fucking dresser and all that, mantelpiece and that, and then there was a random shower cubicle. So it was so weird. Like, but it was quite handy though, you know, if someone was in the shower, the main shower, you know, I'd always be like, look, just fucking steer clear of the bedroom, I'm going in the other shit. Do you mean? So it kind of, you know what I mean? It just kind of worked. Or like, I would just use it like when I knew everyone was out, kind of thing. But it was funny, do you know what I mean? Because I used to make jokes, like when I had house parties with my mum and dad were out, I was like, look, there's nothing kinky going on, do you know what I mean? But I mean, I did fuck look dodgy, so it was quite funny. But that's why I'm laughing. So, right, the masculine. Oh God, I knew the shady one would come out, the masculine side. So in the past, but remember the past could even be like a few hours ago or yesterday, and in this case I think it could be, right? It's got freedom on it, and it's got the Uranus symbol, and it's, wait a minute, why am I having a mind blank? Wait a minute, actually, that actually, fucking hell, that'd make more sense if that's Pluto. I'm going to pause this. Yes, so again, don't doubt yourself. I know that that's Uranus symbol, and it is the Uranus symbol. So again, what's significant about that for real time, if this is relevant, is I'm filming this on an Aquarius moon, and that's expect unexpected. And also my stomach was rumbling there too. Although to be honest with you, it's like, I had jalapeno poppers, and it's like, I don't know, it's like I'm not allergic. I love jalapenos, I eat them all the time, but I'm allergic to like peppers, and I feel like it's kind of stuck in my throat there. So again, but I feel that might be about like some masculines that are like, so I don't, yeah, I bet it isn't, because I'm usually fine with them. It's because but I've had them twice a day, maybe I've had too much, but it's, I love them, jalapeno in, and I love them. So maybe something's spicing up here too, me talking about this, but it's like, I think they're trying to tell me that the masculine in this connection's going to find it difficult to talk, but it looks like they are leaving some, did I just put that card back? They're leaving some kind of karmic situation. But look, this person is like looking at a picture of two people and they're cutting it up with scissors. Now, what I always say is that meant to be her and him, and she's cutting a picture of him and her up? Or is this meant to be like a union, you know, and this is like somebody doing some kind of weird fuckery? But either way, he's got his bags packed and he's getting in the car. So, yeah, that's somebody leaving a karmic situation. And then we've got empathy and the Mercury symbol there. So again, it's like, and Cancer season is about food. We've got the new moon in Cancer on the 5th of July. I feel like this masculine is going to need a lot of empathy. Basically in the past, they could have recently left somebody, like really recently, or in the past or something, but that's basically the past energy. We've not got time to piss about here, but actually I do, so that could be relevant what I just said, but I am gonna shuffle these. Tell us something else about the past feminine energy. Angel clairvoyant. So the feminine's extremely clairvoyant. And I said extremely clairvoyant, so you know, a lot of divine feminines are, obviously, one of them sitting right here. And I can help you with those gifts if you need support with that. I've got like counselling packages, coaching packages, or I can help you with that in a session. Just make sure you pick the right session. You know, it would be the crystal clear clarity session, so you can access a lot more of the stuff that I do. The masculine in the past, yeah, patient, and it's 21, so 21 is about something coming through full circle. And when I was saying that there too, whatever I can't remember what I said now, it was 21 minutes because it's God speaking through me, but this masculine's had to be very patient about leaving some kind of karmic situation. It feels like, you know, it could have taken really quite some time, but this masculine's accessing their channeling abilities as well, or they will, and they're being protected by a guardian angel. And prosperity is coming, look. A gift of money is on its way to you. Your income is increasing. Manage your finances with love. Well, I did say that, and I feel it's the union codes that are coming in with union, funnily enough, union codes. So, right, presently, right, now I want to use the emotions cards. I'm trying not to make too much of a mess, but actually, there's so many decks here, but I actually kind of feel, you know, although it's a session where I'm, you know, hearing somebody's twin flame story, there's workplace romance from a different deck. For some reason, I'm picking up on workplace romances today. Now, it's quite funny because in this context, the workplace romance will be twin flames. Could have been for the other one too, to be honest, but common cause connection. So, yeah, there's like, you know, there's money going to come in a workplace romance because it's twin flames. So, future message, but it could be present for some. But, yeah, and when it's the, you know, if that is your first session, right, and you don't need to be new to the channel, if you've never had a Zoom with me before, you can book that session, but please make sure you book the right one. I'm very fair about things like that. if you've booked the wrong one, then I'll just sort of say to you, but sometimes it just works out and it's like, look, that's fine. But just if you're unsure about what to book, just email me and then I'll be able to send you the link for the right thing. And even then, you don't need to book it, do you know what I mean? But just make sure you look at the list. But what I'm trying to say is, when I have that session with someone, it's always soul retrieval, right? So I'm clearing, healing energy. So the whole session could just be like me channeling information to you and listening to you. But remember what I say is, like, you know, because I actually am like trained in counselling, shamanic healing, it's like I'm clearing energy as I listen. And then I'm also, and I don't move my hands right either. It's just my frequency heals. And basically, oh my god, and that was a louder burp, you know, clearing a lot of energy here. And it takes a lot of energy to listen properly. You know, not everybody is actually properly trained in counselling or listening. So that is the point. But it's not just, again, if I was just trained in that, I wouldn't be as much money as what I am. But it's because I am so many other things. I'm also a trained hypnotherapist, which is it's very indirect the way that I heal, meaning that you almost don't even notice. But I'm planting these really, you know, positive intentions. So, and coaching when it comes in, so blah 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 blah. Basically book the right session. But in the one where I hear your story, it's not that I won't use cards, but I'm more focused on hearing your story, and then it's usually at the end, or if it's relevant during the middle of it or whatever, then I will. And I feel like I've got a lot of cards here because I feel like the person I'm going to be talking to does want, you know, a lot of clarification like that. So, but we'll see. Right. So, because this was actually for doing the collective stuff, but I think it is. So, where is this feminine at currently? So, if you're feeling like this could be for you, but remember, this could be a future message too. That, actually, shit, that timer's going to go off soon. Oh no. Is that? That can't be right. Is it because I've been sitting on the dial or something? That's not right. That's... yeah, that's not right. That's totally different. Anyway, it must have been because I was sitting on it. I'll put it over here so it's not... it didn't fucking move. Time stopping. Maybe time stops when you're with this person. Especially because I looked down at that. 1111. 1111 is an important number for twin flames. It symbolises the harmony and balance of soul counterparts. Thumbnail. I'm going to get a t-shirt with thumbnail. Thumbnail opportunity. The feminine. Oh my god, this has already come out today. So this is a collective theme. Sorrowful, heartbroken and bereaved. So the feminine, you know, you're grieving something right now. Although I think earlier it came out in reverse. So if you're feeling like you're in a wee bit of grieving over, you know, anything really, you could be grieving a person. I'm sorry, condolences if you've lost someone. You could be grieving the loss of your twin flame situation, you know, like, I'm ever going to get this back. And you feel vulnerable, defenseless, unprotected and helpless. So you're grieving something and you feel vulnerable. So be gentle with yourself. You could be doing a lot of trauma release in cancer season. Like I said, that's what I'm focused on doing and helping people with, which is quite a tall task. But again, it's fucking empowering me. I feel free. So, you know, it's like, again, because I'm always doing stuff like that, but it's, you know, there's something different about it when you really take on board the trauma in the body, you know, like releasing the trauma in the body, basically. So, and this is, you know, for women and men, I have to say. So, anyway, right. And also, you know, that can be twin flame sex. Let's get real. It's very healing. So when two people come back together after doing all that healing, not only is it going to be spicy, that'll be why I was talking about the jalapeno, but it's like very, very healing. Right, so the masculine. I was going to say, is there a horny card in this? Receptive, open, accepting, and welcoming. So there's the Mary Magdalene cards on the flower, you know, the rose codes on that, the roses on that card there too. But I feel this masculine, I was going to say, this masculine wants to give it to you. This masculine wants to give to you. Do you know what I mean? And they want, oh my god, that does not sound right after what I just said. They want to have a reciprocal relationship. There we go. I am embarrassed channeling this message, but they're banished. And I mean, look, that person's naked. Self-conscious, awkward and exposed. But this person feels embarrassed for past actions. I can feel this masculine. I mean, when they get to this point, they do. This masculine's. I don't like saying that. It's not anything bad, but I can hear this masculine's dying to see you. I don't like that term, but it's this masculine's. Because I just think you should be careful with your words. You know what I mean? You should try and say something else, but this masculine really wants to see you. But that would be, I'm channeling the higher self for what this masculine remembers the connection, and they've freed themselves for some kind of karmic connection. There's a lot of anger coming up, so whatever this, they're dropping the weight of the world. Oh, for fuck's sake, is it all of these cards? Boundaries, let it go, it's not yours to carry. This message has been coming through for the last few days. This masculine's dropping the burdens. Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening to love. I feel that's the split of the old earth and the new earth. This masculine's like cutting cords with things from the past, releasing soul patterns, contracts of past lives. That's a masculine releasing karmic contracts. And I remember, soul plan, the fated life is the destined life. That feels like a big message. So, grateful, yeah, thankful, appreciative and blessed. It came out reversed. I feel this masculine, you know, it's like hopeless. So I feel this masculine, look, pessimistic, despondent, defeated. This masculine has been this masculine has been in that, possibly still is. Oh my god. Find it really hard to express themselves. Like really hard to express themselves. But they're going to push through because they really want to, and I have to pick up the cards because it's coming through that strong. I'm thinking about making you an offer. Right. You know what I mean? That's what I could feel. This masculine's went from feeling very hopeless, and like I said, loved one in spirit want to come through. This is, and that's just conveniently sitting there. Hello from heaven. Your loved ones in heaven are doing fine. Let go of their worries and feel their love and blessings. So I feel somebody is watching this. You've had a loss recently, so I'm just acknowledging because they're pulling me to that. Yeah, this masculine wants to come in and make an offer, and they're feeling very grateful for you. But I feel in the past they did not show it, and they feel embarrassed about that. And it's more, but it's something like that. Yeah, and I send you telepathic messages, and I feel you'll get lots of downloads and messages about that, songs. I've had very vivid dreams of you, or dreams. I'm battling my addictions. Wow, that's amazing, because that came out earlier. You know, again, I'll release this one tomorrow. So the one for you, so, you know, I'm filming this on Tuesday, so I'll probably release this one either late Tuesday or for Wednesday night. And so there is a theme of some of the masculines releasing addictions, whether it's sex addictions, gambling, smoking, drinking, YouTube, whatever else. Again, like I said, like my addiction, if anything, is YouTube. So which, like I've said, that there's another element of why that's not good for Twinflame specific, because if you're addicted to watching Twinflame videos, you're in chaser energy. So, and isn't it funny that I help people with that, but I'm aware because I'm a Twinflame healer, but I've been watching Twinflame videos for fucking like 8 years or something now. Do you know what I mean? Like I was out with the first ones that were doing it. So, you know, I wasn't doing it, but I was watching. Well, actually, I might have put out a few and then thought, fuck that. I did help a few people though while I was doing it. Like, so again, I'm a bit of a dark horse. I've never felt love like this before. Never felt love like this before. Oh, that song is from. Oh shit, I can't remember what the film's called. 1 year or something like that. Basically, the whole whatever it's called, I'll put it in the comments because I forgot what it's called. That film is about people that are literally married for about 5 minutes. Like, they're married for a year. That's what it is. It's something about a year. We'll give it a year. That's what it's called. Give it a year. And that song's at the end of it, or somewhere in it. That they meet, they fall in love, they get engaged, they get married. After about 5-6 months, they realise that they can't stand each other, they've got nothing in common. And it turns out the guy was in love with his ex, like someone from the past. That they never really had closure. So again, Twinflamey. It's fucking absolutely hilarious film. But yeah, whenever just because that reminded me of that song, that this masculine could have got into something like that. Like they could have hurried a marriage or hurried an engagement. Obviously, if they've hurried an engagement, that's not so serious because you can break off an engagement. You can always get a divorce too, but it's something like that. Or this person could have married for money or something. Like being, it could be religious, or it could just be like, well, that I've never, never really knew what love is, so you've just got into something for convenience or whatever. Or again, this could be one of the ones where one of the masculines has been swindled, like somebody's after their money. Oh, I don't know. I'm misholding you, but whatever it is, this masculine's, fight they're embarrassed, and I need you back in my life. So let's just see what comes up here. Right, so the feminine, because I'm actually going to need to, I'm going to need to wrap this up because I just need to run for a pee and then I'm ready. So actually, and I need to set up I'll wrap this up because I need to set up. I don't know. Again, I think it was because I was sitting on it. It's going to go off in 2 minutes, so that's not very handy, is it? Oh my god! I've just realised what that means. There was, and not a lot. So this union's been delayed, not by a lot, because I was meaning to make this 30 minutes and we're on 36. So the union's been delayed by 10 minutes. No, but I feel like, to be serious, this union could be the equivalent of like a couple of years or something, or some sort of karmic interference has added time on to this union. It was, again, I even see that as always divinely meant too, and it's something that you can overcome, but something like that. I love and accept you just as you are, and I don't even mind that some will think I'm crazy for believing you'll remember, they'll see in time. That's kind of amazing with the I remember card. So it's like two twins that are very in tune with each other and in tune with their twin flame mission, and it's almost time for a serendipitous meeting. So again, I don't think I'll use that as thumbnail because my writing's quite messy, so I get so confused with your behaviour. So this, this feminine's been confused with this masculine in the past, and I feel that's why there's a bit of embarrassment there. Like, this masculine has not given the right impression, but it was hide that they were vulnerable. I feel they felt very strong feelings and they didn't know how to deal with that. Sex with you. So yeah, I feel, with the card at the start and that, like, and I am coming, trust. So isn't that amazing? We've got a serendipitous meaning, it's almost time. It's been delayed. I am coming. There's lots of shit going on here, and I just shuffled all of them and it came out again. And you matter. I am coming. Trust, you matter. Wow, that's fucking powerful. That's the one we all want. So time's up. Like, time's up, baby. Time's up. That masculine knows that time's up. Right. So might have called you baby or something as well with me going time's up, baby. I don't know. Don't call me baby, or do call me baby. Obstacles. See, there's been obstacles. But like, there's a lot of sexual. I've been channeling some serious sexual chemistry. Someone could be 38, obsession, fantasize, look, fixated, passionate, can't stop thinking about you, sexual tension, burning desires, fascination. I thought it was the one that was like wanting to make love. Love call. Yeah, fuck. Look at this. There's a love call coming in. Look. Getting in touch, expressing love, telling you their feelings, missing you and reaching out. Your family won't like me. That's a concern. This is a strong concern. So there's obviously something, look, there's someone else. But again, I feel that's like, but there's choice. Basically, I want a fresh start with you. I think that someone else is the karmic interference that doesn't want this to go ahead. So it's not that this person's coming and you're going to be cheating or anything, but it's like, it could have been something in the past, whatever's went on here, but it's like, right, but there's something, it's just basically people not wanting this to happen. Like I say all the time, it's difficult, but you cannot hold back for the people that are jealous from the past. Like, that's so toxic, you know what I mean? Like, they need to move on. Everyone needs to move on. Right, clear spurt as well. So I'm not going to carry on with my normal bed because I've not got time. So again, time's running out. It's like this masculine's feeling like, I need to get out of here. Something's going to happen unexpectedly. Cosmic flower. I always feel like that is sexual, to be honest, and that's what I was saying. I think there's a lot of empowerment. This is like two very empowered twins coming together after healing codependency, karmic energies, and there's communication coming. So wait a minute, maybe that and that. Be more selfish. So yeah, I think the masculine is being more selfish in the way of they're choosing themselves. They're a bit scared. I'm terrified, but you know, this masculine, you already know that. Like, you sense this. If this is your masculine, like I said, I think, you know, this is where all the masculines are really going to be. But it's like excited to delight. Like, this masculine's excited, but they're nervous too, and all the other emotions. But I'm going to end this here because, like I said, I've got a beautiful client next up. So this was what it was. There could be something significant about 42. So we've got 30, we've got 40. But yeah, forget the ages if that's not relevant there. But I'm gonna get going. So I'll see you in the next one. See you later.